Welcome back to the Willis Podcast. How you guys doing, ladies and gentlemen? I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate your views. I appreciate and love you so much. Well, man, I seem to have had a good time. Really, really understanding people and personalities today. I sent out a post that basically describes how men are not really into women that are or portray themselves or have a lot of masculine ways. It's not attractive. And in some ways, some men take it offensive. That's not all men. It's the type of man you are. You have men that are very capable and well loving of women that have that type of, you know, bravado, gumption about themselves, boss bitch type energy. You know what I'm saying? Some people love that. And I'm not mad, it's just not for me. It has to be, palatable first and foremost. But I'm not judging. I'm not judging. And I do applaud, women that have that type of, mindset to where they can accomplish and be as great as they want to be. That's fine. Well and good. Shouldn't be no worries. A good show tonight. People will you up just to throw you down. It happens a lot. First of all, I would like to give a shout out to the man of the day. And that's Afro Man. Afro Man is the motherfucking man of the day. I promise you he is. I call it the Afro Man extravaganza. Do you know how he cooked silly, uncouth, dumb, his whole police department? A man with a brain and a plan, he cooked his whole police department. They went in looking for shit on him, trying to they was trying to criminalize him in every way that you can ever view or see possible. It's like, why would you? Well, let me check my volume real quick. Let me make sure my volume is up. Let me make sure. Let me check that real quick. Check my audio. Yeah, I gotta check my audio. Very necessary. All right, audio's cool. All right. So the thing is, Afro Man, which is man, he did a. I was watching his court trials today. Man, I have never seen some shit this funny in my life when it comes to court TV. And this is real. This is not stage. He didn't, man, this is real talk. I mean, if you go and watch this man commentary, I mean, hell, I don't give a shit about making him richer. His shit is great. It's funny. He's extremely talented. And he used, the law against itself. He literally made a fool out of people that they thought they can just throw their weight around, bully him, set him up, rob him, use the people to set him up, destroy him and rob him, and they was all on his side. This man got an extremely wonderful cult-like following that is amazing. For real. That's just he's really cool. It's dope. Man, he's funny as shit too. You gotta watch this man. He's a complete hero in my eyes. A complete Afro Man is a goddamn he's a freaking hero. He the way he orchestrates his life, makes his money, it's sheer genius. That song he came out with about 20 years ago, something like that, man. But I will say this man is a complete, absolute hero that lives by his own merit, extremely intelligent. And I mean, I won't even go as far as to say he's extremely intelligent. He has a hell of a lot of common sense. And he uses his experiences in life, whatever happens to him, to make fun of it, make it jovial, make it an event. That's a skill set, man. A salute to Afro Man. I promise you, man. The dude has made a mark. And see, people think these things are small. These are wonderful victories because it shows you how unintelligent a lot of people that are literally just given jobs in law enforcement. It shows you how they don't have to pass tests when you are a Caucasian. You get off the hook for things like allegedly. You get off the hook for things like um, child pornography, allegedly, pedophilia. All of these atrocious, humane acts that people are so willing to commit because I guess they feel like they can get away with it. And if law enforcement is in on the whole game, and you just imagine this shit, imagine how many towns that exist in that little town that Afro Man living in Ohio. Imagine how many more towns that are like that. But people are not as crafty, smart, intelligent, brave, and just damn fearless, to carry out the things as he have done his whole life. Just because you don't respect the person as a hero because of you would think about it, the small-minded people would see his choice of women, how he's a savage. He had, he's I applaud Afro Man because of the way he lives his life profusely. So again, salute to Afro Man, man. That was a great, great, great display of pure, great fucking entertainment in my eyes. That was just, oh my God. I'm glad I got YouTube Premium because see, with YouTube Premium, you just get the shit straight. You ain't got to pay for commercials, all that old crazy. You ain't got to do none of that. Afro Man is goddamn. Y'all, you gotta get YouTube Premium. You'll appreciate YouTube for real. Then you can watch my long shows because I know some of my commentary is pretty long. You can watch my shows without being interrupted and all of that good shit. But let me tell you something, man. Afro Man is a goddamn genius. And again, for the third salute, I salute Afro Man. It's fucking amazing. But anyway, celebration is coming, people. When people understand people that will pick you up just to demolish you. They'll pick you up just to put you down. They'll pick you up just so they can put you on a pedestal, make you operate, become their stooge and Scrooge, just so they can manipulate you. But what if you don't go for that? What if you just bet it all on yourself? What if you do the reflections, like I was talking about, last night, the reflections? What if you do that? It makes more sense, don't it? I'm sure it does. Shit. But I'm gonna tell you another few things, man. When people pick you up just to throw you down, do you understand that's exposure? You expose all of the things that you say you don't like. You get to expose all of the things that you say you don't trust. You're going to expose all of the things that you say. And all of these things are actually pointing back to you. You don't get to judge people when your hands are fucking filthy. Shit. Oh, man, I tell you. People have these learned behaviors in this country, and they pick up on them fast. Deceit, scamming, thieving, and justifying it by saying everybody else does it. I'll just join the club. That's a weak-minded specimen. That's a weak-minded person. So you will sacrifice your integrity, who you are as a being. You will allow yourself to be a fucking stooge. Yeah, I mean, if that's the life you want. And then I would be taught talked down upon or criticized for admiring Afro Man. Like, make that shit make sense to me. And then I want you to run your catalog about the people that you admire. Put them on a stand and see how they do. All you defenders of pedophilia, yeah, are you one too? Are you defenders of people that defile other people? Maybe because you're that type of a person. If you're not, then I ain't talking to you. I ain't even worried about you. But there are people that do position themselves to feel like they're better than others. Because maybe some people are more or a little bit more eccentric. So eccentric means, hell, the way the society is today, every fucking body's eccentric. Look at this new generation. They're all eccentric. They don't give a shit about name brands. They don't give a shit about class. They don't give a shit about race so much. They give a shit about what they like. I applaud it. But the problem is there is a historical dynamic as to why things are the way that they are. You think young white children don't see that the world is a little fucking weird? I hear it all the time. Even when I'm out and about. You know who speaks to me the most? Young white kids. You know why? Because they look at me and they say, oh, damn, I look weird to them. They ain't never seen, they don't see you. They don't know, a lot of people that exist, they have not saying people that don't look like me or people that don't have my same phenotype or presence, but there's a difference when it comes to a presence and a person that has confidence and a person that has capitulation. A person that just wants to belong, vice a person that attracts attention. I don't belong, shit. You want me to belong. Or some people want to belong and some people want you to belong. Big damn difference. See, some people are mindful enough to push some shit aside. When it comes to production, delivery, making sure you make your mark, making sure you're doing what you need to do to take care of you and your family, guess what that translates into? Money, commitment, discipline, orchestration, operation, and the most important, deposits. So again, I heard a lady that tell me he's going to make money on upsetting and downgrading black women. That's preposterous. That's insane. There's a difference between a woman there's a difference between women. Women. Let's first of all, I don't want to stick my motherfucking foot in my mouth. So I'm gonna just tell you like this: women are not a monolith. You're not the same color. You're not raised by the same parents. You don't have the same background. You don't have the same upbringing, and you don't have to root for each other every time you see your likeness or your dislikeness in the other one just because they're a woman. You guys do not have that type of solidarity. You should be honest with each other, besides sister girling each other so much. Policing your own is a very healthy attribute. That's why men know one thing. The reason why we don't talk to each other crazy and we don't communicate, because somebody is going to have to fight or somebody's going to be unalived. It's just that serious. That's why when men, we heighten our conversation, we go to talking that shit. The reason why we have to pipe down is because we know the shit getting serious now. We gotta really gauge and weigh. Do I really want to be engaged physically with this person? It is not that you're scared. It's about the other things that you face. The loss of production, the loss of your jobs, the loss of your equity in yourself, the loss of your reputation, the loss of all of these things that snap into your damn mind in the blink of a goddamn second. It all comes that damn quick. But then, if you with the wrong woman, you ain't gonna do nothing, baby. You ain't gonna defend my honor. Oh my God. Get away from her. She ain't shit. She'll allow you to destroy your whole fucking life. Everything that you built and worked for her funky ass honor. Mind you, this ain't your wife. Who knows if she ever gave you any pussy yet? You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? You know that. But if you would do that because she has stepped out of line and put your life in danger, she have made you a martyr for her honor, that's so goddamn selfish and foolish. And for any man that would succumb to that, you'll put your life on the line for a broad that don't even give a shit about you for putting you in a predicament in the first place. Oh my God. That's crazy of you. That's foolish. But you know, some people, they just are who they are. And they're going to be who they're going to be. Seriously. See, the biggest problem in the black families, especially when it comes to mother-son relationship. I have a mother. I have sisters. The problem with those type of dynamics are most men in my predicament won't maintain their marriage. They probably are afraid of getting married. They've never really experienced being a man. Probably not that accomplished. And if they are, their mother got a little paper or their sisters, you know, it's something that's to it. But the problem that comes with those relationships, and I know for myself, that's why I'm a self-made. I'm my own man. I don't walk by nobody's rules, laws, regulations, and that breathe and put on clothes like me. In my family, I'm my own man. I don't dance by like a fucking rabbit. Not for my mama. My daddy, I wouldn't even ever bring my daddy in this because he would never even ask me to do no shit like that. He wouldn't dream of it. You know why? Because he's a man like me. He understands what that feels like for a woman to think that she has that type of proprietary. Proprietary. She's a proprietor of you. Marriage is not, and it is indeed a way. But you're the man of your home and you have a wife and you have children. That's your first family. Your mother, your sisters, your father, your cousins, your grandparents, everybody else is second tier. I thought that was known. I damn sure respected the fact that I'm second tier to their households, but they would never respect the fact that they're second tier to mine. See, that's where the respect level comes in. See, when you have siblings, they think that there are tiers the rest of your fucking life. That's a fallacy. That's a problem. Respect will never be garnered properly if you think that there are tiers to your upbringing as well into your fucking 40s. Oh my God. How fucking psychotic is that? That's some cold shit. That ain't family. That's foolishness. That's people that want you to subscribe so that they're comfortable with dealing with you. Not, and don't give a fuck about your comfortability dealing with them. That's a whole lot of weight now. That's a whole lot of weight to carry for a person. It's unfair. It doesn't pair up. It's hateful, evil, cruel, wicked, foolish, psychotic, and damn near diabolical. But that's how most families behave when you have a man that's present. At every opportunity, there's the ability to want to chop him down, beat him down, settle him, humble him, bring him down to size. But when you don't have that in you, how can that ever come to pass? I see you in your fucking grave or at your gravesite. Because there's no man that I know that is a man will ever humble himself to anybody that ever treats his family, disrespects him, disrespect his family, disrespect everything. That's personal. That's all of that is you. So when you disrespect different attributes of me, you are disrespecting everything about me. Therefore, those people that exist like that and are under the illusion that those things aren't real, get them the fuck away from you and yours. Because if you don't, they will ruin everything that you have ever built. They will destroy you. They will destroy everything about you. And then they'll act like they're picking up the pieces to hold you up. Fools, sycophants, idiots, dummies. That's what you become after you realize what you've thrown away. Everything you've ever built. But the people that will goddamn sure build you up and tear you down is the people that are the closest to you. They will serve you up and dump your fucking ass out like you was yesterday's trash and pick on you and act like, I told him he was a fool. Won't take no accountability. I told them they shouldn't have did that. Oh my fuck. Boy, and the list goes on. The shit won't stop. The reason why certain people are in the predicaments that they are in right now is because they listen to people that don't fucking care specifically about their well-being. They care about their own well-being and what they can filter out of your ass, or how they can secure their relationship with you and fuck everything you got going on, and we'll fuck your mind over and make you think like what you did was wrong, when in all actuality they're the evil fucking culprit. Watch who you, when you share information. See, I've made mistakes in my life. Don't share all of your information with nobody. When you have a family, when you have a wife, when you have a family, and all that, nobody gets to know your interworkings of you. But I guarantee you, if you have a spouse that you love and that care about you and you care about them, that's who you share. Not everything, but things that make you whole. If you can't share everything, if you can't share things with your spouse, you need to question who you're married to. That's the real thing. If that person is not honest with you, honesty leads on everything. So if you're honest, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you got them fucking secrets, to where your spouse discovers that you're a whole nother kind of motherfucker. You'll treat your siblings another kind of way. How can you treat me well and you treat people that's a part of you? How do you feel about yourself? That's a psychological fucking problem. So let me tell you how the tables get turned, especially when you're dealing with women. You're the forever provoker and you're the forever victim. When you're dealing with your sisters, your mama, I'm talking to men right now. I ain't talking about you goddamn ladies that do this shit and know what you're doing. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about the men that don't understand and don't fucking realize how you destroying your life listening to somebody that ain't never walked a step in your motherfucking shoes and don't care to ask either. But they perceive and make assumptions as if they know. That was for the women. Stop with your fucking assumptions. Stop with thinking that you know things that you have no idea of and you have left. You got these big ass gaps, things that you haven't thought about. But the things that used to come are always negative and wicked. Always got this shit to it. You're not optimistic enough to think about things that will heal, appropriate, gain value. That's what men do. You too busy running your motherfucking mouth acting like your positioning is valuable than what it is. That's why people get expelled out of your fucking life. Because you've overvalued your fucking self. Let's take this to a higher level with it. If you take certain kinds and types of people, see, you can't never, you can't, I'm gonna be real specific and honest. You really can't always put all white people in a fucking bubble and call them a monolith either. You can't always do that because I got some good friends. I got some good friends that are Caucasian. I give a fuck about. They give a fuck about me. So you think I'm just gonna a person that can be with you, that's been down with you, cool with you 100% of the time. So you just gonna throw them up, motherfucker. You don't have white friends? I do. See, a lot of people don't talk about that on the Wheelers, on their shows, on the podcast. They don't talk about. See, I have heavy content. It's heavy. It's constructive. It's controversial. But if you think that any of my content defines all of me, you're sad. You're sick. I'm able to share, but I will never share with you everything about every single solitary thing about how I operate. I'm just transparent. You see what you see, but some things you may not see because you want to see them, not because they're there. See, those are assumptions. I get so fucking sick of assumptions. People always lead with assumptions, no validation, just what you think. Don't nobody give a fuck about what you think. That shit don't fucking matter. It's what you know. It ain't even about what the fuck you believe. Because I told you, I probably say this shit once a show. Belief is the gift of a fucking lie. Lie is in the middle of the word. You can only, I mean, take it for your fucking self. But that's the word you love to use. That's why I say I know what I know and I don't know what I don't know. That's fair enough for me. All the people that want to orchestrate themselves and participate in those beliefs and religions, knock your fucking self out. Don't include me into your fucking party. I don't take invitations. I will not be going to religious events. Don't think you're doing me any fucking favors, because all you're really doing is you're really insulting me. So when you present religious dogma and shit like that to me, that's an insult. I'm just letting you know that's how I take the shit as a fucking insult, because it completely is. You don't watch the show. You don't want to watch the long shows. You want to learn it. You don't want to learn anything. You're fucking insulting, and I refuse to deal with you. So let's take the examples. Let's switch it back to another. Let's take it back to in the past. Let's look at how Vietnam and even Iran has extreme parallels to this very day. They don't want no war. They don't want no problems with the black Americans. They don't want no problems with black people. See, when the gig is up, the shit is up. America is overlaid by a dominant culture. That's not the real culture. That's a capitalistic overlay society that dominates. That's not the country. The people that sit at the top, they don't represent not a motherfucking single solitary American. No one. The real trick was the whites that voted for the system right now today, and the Latinos, some blacks, whoever. The class of people that voted for this regime, you asked for this shit. Don't complain about it. Do something about it. That's the real problem. You won't do shit, but you like to talk shit. And don't go to telling me what the fuck I do and what I don't do. You don't know me. But you can Google me. You'll know that I've done more for this country than your fucking ass have ever thought about or dreamed about or ever wished about in your whole goddamn life. So watch your mouth, because sometimes you motherfuckers don't look around you. Look around, you know. Symbolism is very important. Symbolism is extreme. So everything around me symbolizes me. That's my motherfucking name on that USMC flag back there. You dig? If I wanted a fucking future in there, I would have stayed in there. You know what I had to do? Make my own fucking path. Because I wasn't about nobody thinking that they were bigger than the motherfucking system to try to deter me, or distract me, or defeat me. Wasn't interested. See, the problem is the biggest fear of wicked Caucasians is an Afro world. That's their biggest fucking fear of all. When all you got to do is participate, you know you like it anyway. You just think you don't get to run it. You have proven that you're incapable of running a world that you do not know. You don't have the connection with the people. You don't even have a connection with your children. You don't have a connection with your women. Are you reading the writings on the wall? It's time to wake up, white brothers. It's time to wake up, my white brethren. Yeah, it's time for you to wake up a little bit. Time for you to understand something. You are so completely outside of humanity. Some, not all. Some of my white brethren crew around here, man, you know they trying their best. But they don't deal with their brother. They too busy trying to holler at the brother. Not like that, no situational awareness, first and foremost. But I will advise people, deal with people that give you their authentic selves, and you should do the same in return. Be you, don't capitulate, participate in things that will guide you and your people into a further success and a better life. Everything is about skill set. Everything is about what you can teach and know for yourself so that you can provide for yourself. I think we leave that shit out a lot. People talk about a lot of shit, but they don't ever tell you about really honing in on what you love to do. Because the will is yours for real. I really need you to understand that. That's why I want you to share, like, and subscribe and understand what the fuck I'm talking about. My show is still universal. I may be specific about certain things, but this show is for everybody. My white brethren, they look at it, they learn from it. My homies, yeah, they do. The world does. Slowly but surely. I'm not going to stop. I'm just waiting for you to come on. I'm just waiting for you to be a part so that we can have some more fun, so that we can do more things, so that we can take each other where we want to go. You have subscribed to the Will This Podcast, and I'm going to keep on giving you an experience. You better believe that shit. So the further we go together, let's just grow together. But never forget, that's the show tonight. But always remember, the will is yours. Specifically, absolutely, and truthfully. Be easy. Peace.